Well, hey there again, everybody. Bob from Hot Rock Central, and here in part two, I'm going to be taking you through my fail-safe backup system. And basically, what that's about is protecting my inverters right there from getting overheated from an air conditioner failure. During the summertime, if this was to go out, it would easily get into the 120s here in the shed, and that certainly wouldn't be very good for the inverters and probably damage them pretty easily if they were under a heavy load. So to keep that from happening, what I came up with is I've got this temperature sensor here that's detecting the inside temperature here in the shed, and both of my inverters are on remote switches. So I've got this tied into another relay that's connected to those switches that'll interrupt those switches and shut down the inverters in case the temperature got above 90 degrees in here. And as you can see here, I'm on solar power at the moment, but here's the thermal sensor down here that's registering the shed temperature, and I'll give you a little demonstration how this works. Now I'll stick this in my mouth here, and we'll take a look at the thermostat as it goes up, and when it hits 90 degrees, you'll see what happens. Okay, now, as you can see, we're on utility power, and I'm talking kind of funny because I got the thermocoupler in my mouth, and both inverters are shut down. Now here, in just a second, it'll come back on again. There we go, back on solar power there, and the main inverter just fired up. It's on a time delay, so it'll come on here in just a second. And there it goes. So that's how that works. Pretty nifty. Now, the other thing is, if you're just getting started out putting together a system, and you want to get an idea of what kind of cooling capacity you're going to need for your shed, if that's where you're going to have your system at, is this is a 10 by 20 shed, and last year I had a 10,000 BTU in here, and this year I've got a 15,000 BTU. And the 10,000 BTU when it was in here last year, during the worst part of summer, it would run continuously all day long until sundown. So and at the time I didn't have my batteries in a cabinet on the outside. They were here in the shed on the floor. And I didn't have quite as many, so I could, fit them here on the floor, and that worked out okay. But then when I got worried about hydrogen gas buildup and stuff like that, I figured, well, I better get them out of here. And plus, I was going to expand the size of my battery capacity anyway, so I needed to build an outside cabinet. So with the 10,000 BTU air conditioner, it was already running continuously here during the summertime. And, I was keeping the temperature probably in about the mid-80s. So with the blower motor there, keeping the outside battery cabinet cool, it would take more cooler air out of the shed and put it in there, which means that the air conditioner would have had to work even harder, and it probably would have been approaching 90 degrees in here. So I beefed up the air conditioning and went to 15,000 BTUs. And one of the other things, if you're have your stuff inside of a shed, good ways to keep the temperature down in here is to insulate the roof. So once I did that last year, it brought down the temperature quite a few degrees. And on top of that, the first thing I did before I got this all started was I went up and painted the roof white, and that helped out quite a bit. So anyways, I don't think I have much else to talk about on this issue, so I guess this will be the end of it. So thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments section, and I'll get to them as soon as I see them. Thanks for watching.